Wait, is this your man thong that
my
you
man
wear?
thong
Because
that
you
I
don't
wear.
have to be dressed below the waist anymore.
That's right.
Welcome to Nice Ashes. Join hosts Mike and Nate for cigars and culture. Let's go beyond the smoke.
What are we smoking, Mike?
We are smoking the Hesitant Pirate.
Dude, it tastes so bad. It tastes like a pirate would taste, I feel, in like the golden age of piracy. They've been out in the hot Caribbean sun, and they're like, give me a lick. And then this is what we now have to smoke.
This thing tastes like Jack Sparrow's pecker right here. This is...
Likely so. Likely so.
This is no
it tastes
bueno.
like Orlando Bloom's taint. I don't know.
Borlando is looming. Borlando is looming.
Fuck. God, and this one's just as long as that fucking La Differencia or whatever it was. I mean, this one is long. You put the cap in your mouth and you taste that nasty, and then you look and you're like, this is a fucking long-ass cigar. And it's, I'm using Mike's EDC stuff. Not that we're talking about that. This is like a 7-inch cigar, and it tastes nasty. It's not the 5-inch like Robusto, 5.5-inch Robusto. This thing is nasty. And what are we drinking, Mike? We're drinking some kind of Oktoberfest beer and some kind of blackberry something.
Oh, yes. We are drinking a Oktoberfest beer from a street festival we just got home from.
Oh, we did. We just got home from that. I mean, I remember that because I was here and there for it.
Yeah.
But
it was pretty cool. It was like a Hallmark movie. Very, very cool.
Not as much drama as a Hallmark movie, and less people wanting to fuck me in like Hallmark movie appropriate terms.
But I did take pictures with dinosaurs and Santa Claus.
Yes.
So
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Where was that?
There was a Santa Claus. We didn't actually go take pictures of Santa Claus.
We did not.
I was an exaggeration.
Okay, sure. For the Hallmark movie.
Yeah, it was a Hallmark movie. Exaggeration effect. It was not real life. We did not see Santa Claus.
But we did take pictures of dinosaurs.
Yeah, we did take pictures.
And we got some good pictures. Mike and I got a good picture together on a bench.
Yes. And my facial expressions were
Instagram.
apparently hilarious. But.
Well, if they're visible. It looked a little dark on the camera there, but I can likely lighten it up in post.
Okay.
Right.
We'll see. But it was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was fun.
Well
It was a good
worth
time.
the price of admission. Well
Which was
worth the
free.
price of admission. Which is free.
Yeah, I was making Mike and his wife a little uncomfortable because we had this is still Black Friday when we're recording, so I already had 2 episodes worth of drink and 1 extended halftime intermission of drink. And normally I'm an introvert, but I'm not a shy introvert, and I had had enough to drink to where I was feeling a little extroverted. And this old woman came into this microbrewery, and she was complaining about people leaving the door open. Like, who leaves the door open? Were you born in a barn? And I said, Jesus was born in a barn. And much to Mike's dismay. So
It was very funny.
it was pretty hilarious, honestly.
It was hilarious. The lady recognized you could see her look at it and just walk away. She's like,
yeah. She rightfully ignored me. It's like the level of sarcasm this guy is going to bring to any interaction is not worth it. So but it was good. There was fireworks. There was fire in the street.
Oh, it was perfect.
Yeah,
it was
there were cheese curds.
Street festival. Yeah, we had a little caramel apple cellar with just enough apples for everybody. They did not miss anyone, even the mayor.
Yeah, hocus pocus too.
That was a lot of fun.
Only make 1 per resident, right?
Yeah, 1 per resident. They have the exact count because it's townies only. Townies exclusive.
Yeah, and they just did the census, so.
Yeah, they just did the census, and it's negative fucking 5 degrees, and they have 5 fire pits.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. They probably had 30.
They had a bunch of
fire
fire
pits.
They
had a ton of fire
pits. It was good, and they had stacks of logs, so it was kind of on the population or the attendees to self-refill the fire.
Yep, and there at the end, there were pretty big bonfires.
Yeah, was a good time. Everybody had a good time.
Yep.
I also let slip an adult term around some children, but it was almost 7:30. So it was okay. It wasn't a curse word.
Yeah, it wasn't a curse word.
It was just the word orgasm. Yeah. The mom looked at me like she was disapproving.
Yeah. And Nate also said, "Hey, it's 7:30."
Yes.
And she said, "Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair."
Because this is an up north gathering amongst the locals. So
yeah. I didn't.
It's -5.
It was said to be in jest for Mike and his wife's amusement, she and her kids happened to be walking by.
Yeah.
And it wasn't meant in offense. It was a humorous anecdote type of thing.
Yeah.
And she
these
heard
are the stout folk of the North.
The kids did not hear it. They would not know what that is. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. What are we talking about this episode, Mike?
Well, we did an EDC episode.
Yep. EDC, which is everyday carry for those of you
in the past. And I figured a good spot check would be in order.
Sure.
Since we were going to go to this festival, I figured I'd tie it back into the show.
Have to.
And we would go, and you brought a whole bunch of shit. So I was like, hey, I have my EDC right here ready to go on top of my dresser. We can have a little throwdown.
Yeah, well, I told Mike that my EDC, like my legit EDC, hasn't changed since our last episode. So what I did is I went and grabbed what I would consider my extended EDC. So if I'm leaving for a weekend, I grabbed the things that are like a 100% necessity for me to have on me when I go away for a weekend. Like I always have these things. There's a picture on the Instagram of mine. We'll get a picture of Mike's for the Instagram too. And, I'm going to go through kind of my extended EDC, and Mike said he has changed his just kind of regular EDC. So for a quick refresher, I've got a slim wallet that I got from Amazon that has the RFID blocking. I've got a pocket knife that has a tweezers in it. And then I've got the Fenix little flashlight plus my Samsung Galaxy S23, which that is my basic EDC. I also have a little case that has my insulin pens and a backup glucose meter because I also have a continuous glucose monitor that I wear now that links to my phone, so I always know what my blood sugar is because I'm diabetic. So my general everyday EDC has not changed, and I also carry my key with my Key Smart with the tool that has like a bottle opener and a couple screwdrivers and whatnot on it. So, but Mike said his has changed, so we can get into Mike's, and then we'll get into my extended EDC as we go. Like we'll figure it out. I don't know if we're going to do all of Mike's and then mine, or if we're just kind of like go back and forth. Mike's looking at me like he wants me to stop talking, but this is a podcast, so I have to keep talking.
No, I was going to say my day-to-day out of the house EDC has largely not changed. I have a checkbook with all my cards and an actual checkbook. I live in a small town, a nice pen. I carry a Zebra 701 with a flash drive insert. Kind of a fancier pen, but other than that, just a checkbook with all my cards and everything.
Is it RFID blocking?
Yes, I do have an RFID.
Okay, because I remember last time we talked about it, you were like, "I don't know about that."
I do have,
and I said you should probably get one.
I do have an insert.
So he finally got it.
Yeah. I mean, I can actually take it apart.
You don't have to take it apart.
I'm just take it apart because
I'm just saying, like, we originally talked about that. I remember that distinctly in our first EDC episode where you were like, "Is that even like necessary?" But they've added that now to almost every single card, debit or credit, where it's the RFID. So
I think that
it's almost a necessity now to have that blocking.
I think this card is the RFID blocker because I have my driver's license, my Costco card, and my electrical licenses all stacked.
Yeah.
And I don't carry anything else as far as ID.
Yeah.
That's the only things that really matter to me. Is like literally this is all I need to go outside, right? And then I have all my hunting licenses and everything stacked up and money.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And then I throw it in my vest. I still wear a Carhartt vest every day. I just got a new one.
Oiled.
Hand oiled. I hand oiled my own.
By Mike.
My own vest.
If you would like your vest hand oiled by Mike, he has different rates depending on the oiling process. So you can always drop us a line and we'll hook you up with that bespoke experience.
That's right. But yeah, I made my own oiled canvas this year, and then I still carry my Benchmade Griptilian.
Yep.
My daily hasn't changed as far as going out. I don't
Sure.
But at home,
so you've got a big stack here of things. I see this on the table.
Because my day-to-day at home has changed.
And this is Mario themed, it looks like.
Well, yes. So I work from home now. And that means that I don't have to leave the house most every day.
Wait, is this your man thong that you wear? Because you don't have to be dressed below the waist anymore.
That's right. During the summer, I wear shorts or underwear. Yeah. During the real heat of the summer, I wear a belt with underwear.
Okay.
And wore this on just a belt.
Okay.
Around my waist.
Yeah.
Because it's like 99 degrees in the middle of the summer.
Do you hear that, Mike? That's all those panties dropping across our listener gum.
Yeah.
Right.
For those listeners who
Keith,
don't
pull
know,
those back up.
Keith, you're going to be excited here. I redid my entire driveway this summer by hand. And Nate knows this. And a few of the listeners do. So this whole summer, I had my EDC because I would literally shovel and haul wheelbarrows full of concrete every single day.
Yeah.
For the entirety of the summer, from the end of paddle fishing, which is May 1st, until the middle of September. Every single day. So this is the shit that I carried as I rebuilt my driveway.
Yes.
I have to relight my cigar here, gentlemen, because it's. Oof.
But you know what? He did fill his lighter finally, so we're back to 2 lighters. If you picked this up a couple episodes ago, when we only had the 1 lighter between the 2 of us, we're again in person. I don't know if we made that explicitly clear, but we're in person this episode, and we will be in person next episode, which is the season 4 finale of Nice Ashes.
So I wore a belt. Doesn't really matter. I changed belts, but I had myself a box cutter. This happens to be a Sheffield box cutter. I bought this when I was in high school.
Sure.
Believe it or not.
It does look aged.
This is a old metal with the ball bearings inside.
Yeah.
Real high quality one.
Looks
like
nice.
the real early gen.
Yeah.
Folding all steel utility knife. Same flashlight, same holster. Got the big battery in it. I like it. Same Leatherman. I did add a couple studs to it.
Sure.
To make the knives come out a little easier.
Yep, as one does.
Funnily enough, doing the driveway, I wanted a tape measure. And I found this in my truck in just like in a corner, and it's a metric and inch tape measure. I've been trying to teach myself metric at least up to 10 feet. Kind of memorize the conversions
or whatever,
and my little tape dongle.
Well, the tape dongle is bigger than the tape measure, but that's good because throw it on a belt. You need it to be accessible and movable. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then I got just a shitty ass baseball cap, random stuff from the projects that I'm working on.
Sure.
Oakley's, and then I usually wear a welding cap. I've been wearing welding caps every day at work for many years.
Sure.
I got this from a lady who makes them by hand. Her husband is a pipe fitter, and she made me a ton of these. I have a ton, and then in the winter I wear a silk scarf usually on my neck.
Yep.
Because then I can run in and out and kind of stay warm and not even have to put anything more than a vest. I just wear a t-shirt and a vest and run out in the winter and get shit done.
For sure.
5-minute task, because I work from home. So if I have a little bit of downtime, I can run out and get whatever.
Same with me. I mean, I don't run out and do things, but I do things around the house, like editing our podcast episodes or laundry or dishes or what have you. Playing cars with my son.
Right.
Go and pick up my daughter from the bus, that sort of thing. So I need to say, dude, this cigar is nasty as fuck.
It's horrifying.
It's nasty as fuck. Yeah, I briefly ran down my EDC, but I wanted to kind of bring out my extended EDC, and this is stuff that I keep in a laptop backpack for when I travel. On the laptop backpack, I always put in my laptop, of course, hence the laptop backpack. And I usually put in either my studio monitor headphones or my Bluetooth headphones. It's got room for some board games, depending on where I'm going. I didn't bring any board games for Thanksgiving weekend because nobody wants to play with me. And I figured I wouldn't have time to play with myself because Mike and I are playing together now. So take that how you want to, listeners. And but I always bring, and I'm going to kind of go in order of how I use them or the frequency in which I use them. I have it's an adapter, a fast charge 3.0 adapter. It's got the standard plug-in. It does not require ground, which Mike is curious about. It's got 2 USB whatevers, right? 3.1 amps, and it also has 2 USB-Cs. So I can run up to 4 devices off of this little brick. It's in the Instagram photo if you want to see it. This is what I usually, when I'm traveling, plug my USB-C cable into to charge my phone. At home, I use a wireless charger, but when I'm traveling, I don't. The other thing I have is I've got a 4-port or 4-plug travel. I don't know what you call this, Mike. It's not really an extension cord.
Oh, it is
it's
like a little mini extension cord.
Mini extension cord, but it folds up real nice, plugs into itself.
Yeah.
And you plug it in, and it's got the ground wire, ground plug, and you can turn one outlet into 4 outlets, so you can charge. You can,
extender.
It's great for airports. If you can't find an outlet, and you can tell somebody, hey, I got a 4-outlet thing. You can plug into one of them, give me one of them or 2 of them, whatever, right? And it's good. It's got a little short. I think it's probably a 1-foot cord, all said and done, but it just gives you a little more options, right? And so I could use this to plug in my adapter that has the 4 USB ports to charge things because most things are just USB cables now instead of the full, like, bricks. So I usually have that on me. I don't use it a whole lot, but when it's required, it's really a saver because if you're traveling or in an airport, or if you're like in an Airbnb and there's only one outlet and you need to charge 2 phones or something, like, and a laptop or whatever, it gives you some extra plugins. So it's pretty handy.
For many years, a gentleman that I paddle fish with, who shall remain nameless unless he wants to join the show, which he may, because he's a educated gentleman. He's a auto mechanic with a lot of insight that we could share on the show, because I've learned a lot of things over the years from him. He's extremely skilled, but he hooked me up with this 28 kW or no MW battery bank, Anchor battery bank,
sure,
and it has 3 ports, only 3, but they're all high charge power. So you can run a laptop off it live through the port, and I bring it on trips, and it'll charge my phone 5 times, 6, 7 times.
I have a big battery backup too. It's not a name brand one, but
this is an older one, and you can't find them anymore. And I know it's bigger than any of the ones you can get now. It's old and it's very powerful. I mean, I used to run my laptop off of it through the port. It's like, wow,
sure,
good old tech. Good old tech.
Yeah,
they don't sell us anymore.
They don't
for
make
some
a lot
reason.
of them.
And it's not very big either. It's the size of a cell phone.
Yeah.
Not to sound all conspiratorial or anything. It's kind of weird though.
Right to repair is a big movement, and I think it should succeed.
I think it should succeed. I can tell you that, because
the
I've
other
had this thing for years.
The other thing I have, and this is one of many, but I bought, one year I had a bunch of excess FSA money that was going to be lost. And so I bought I bought these for all my family. This was their Christmas present for the year, but there's a big Survivorware first aid kit. A big one, and it has the modular strap system on the outside. I beefed it up with like a arm cast and some finger casts and a better scissor thing to cut gauze, right? Like the angled scissor. More professional quality than like the cheap ass shit that came in the thing, right? But otherwise, it's got all the bandages, it's got all the things. It came with a little travel Survivorware first aid kit, and I bought 2 Survivorware medium kits for the vehicles. So my wife has one in her vehicle and I have one in my vehicle, which with kids, I've used mine several times because we've gone out. We went to the art museum. My daughter got stung by a bee in the park outside of the art museum. So I was able to sterilize it and put a Band-Aid on it. There was no stinger in it, but had there been, I would have had a tweezers available to me, either in the first aid kit or on my EDC knife, which has a tweezers. So this one I keep in my backpack, and it's a lot smaller. It mostly has Band-Aids and gauze and things like that. But the bigger one that I take on longer trips for like camping has like the mouth protection thing for doing CPR, giving breaths. It has cold packs that you can, snap and it's instant cold and things like that. But again, like being an Eagle Scout and growing up with being prepared for all things, like little first aid kits, medium first aid kits, and large first aid kits, it's for me, it's peace of mind, and it's not that much money to have peace of mind. Mike is very excited.
I agree.
He loves first aid. He loves when people get hurt, so he can be the hero. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. So now, of course, that I live at home, I have time to...
You live at home. Where were you living before, Mike?
Now that I live at home.
Now that you work and spend a majority of your day at home.
Yeah, the majority of my time at home. I don't leave the house a whole lot.
Yeah, me either, Mike. What's outside like?
Yeah, exactly. So when I go on trips, now I have a trip bag.
Sure, yeah.
And I get to bring this trip bag with me.
Yep.
And I don't have children, but I do have a dog. So now my trip bag has all my dog stuff in it.
Yeah. Well, and you have a wife, so you've got
And I have a wife. So in my trip bag, I have a front pocket with all my crap in it.
Yep.
I got eyeglass spray.
Sure.
I brought a lighter. I got
Cables.
multiple different cables. Yeah. I got a little bit of gel that is Vaseline. This is a survival kit, first aid kit.
Yep.
And then my dog, I bought with one of my FSA money.
Yeah.
A first aid kit just for the dog.
Yep.
And then in here, I'm not going to go through all my dog's crap.
You don't
I got dog dog crap, and dog
But
crap.
a little go bag, you can grab it and go, and it's not a big deal.
And then on the side, I got room for a water bottle.
Sure.
So I can get him a big water bottle in there, and then room for my Leatherman. I can throw that right in the top. And the main reason why I carry the Leatherman is that I can fix everything with it, but also with the needle nose on it. If my dog gets a needle or a spur or something stuck in her paw,
sure,
I can actually get it pulled out.
Yep.
And it's a powerful tool, so I'm confident that I can
grab
get that piece of glass out of there and not hurt her any more than I have to.
Yeah, you can do it in one go.
Yes. For those who have not met her, she's a large, powerful dog, and you have to take care.
Huge.
She's
huge.
She's huge. She's huge. No, she's very obedient,
she's a very
well-trained
sweet
animal.
dog. Very sweet dog.
And I take care of her extremely well. Yes. Unlike Hassan Piper, I do not need to shock my dog to get her to do what I ask her to do.
All of the times I've been here, I've never seen Mike shock his dog with 2.1 gigawatts or whatever it is, right? I don't know, man. Like, I'm not opposed to the shock collar in terms of training, but shocking a dog because you're recording a podcast, dude.
I'm not passing a moral judgment.
Okay? I am.
Dude, there's so many people who get so emotional about it. A dog is a dog. It's a working animal. I understand and respect the fact that he wants his dog to be a working animal. I get it. My dog is a working animal.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Nate. He's fucking smirking at me because he's seen me interact with my dog.
I'm not smirking at you.
My dog is a working animal. She has a job to do here, and she does it very well. However, a shock is an extreme punishment. It is not an everyday punishment. Yes. That is not something you do unless the dog is in danger.
Or
someone is in danger.
That is
the most extreme version of punishment that you do. It's not something you do every day.
Yes. And I can see it could be a training aid.
It is a
for
definite, powerful
short
training aid.
Period of time.
I have personally shocked my dog maybe 5 times.
Yep.
And every time, I can remember 2 specific times. I'm going to say up to 5 because it might have happened more than once. One, she was running towards the road. The other time, she was jumping on my mother.
Yep.
And she can't jump. She's huge.
Yes.
And you can't run towards the road because there's cars.
Yep.
That's why you shock a dog.
Yep.
It's not because they're not laying down in their lay down spot.
Yeah, well, and it's similar because I don't use shock because I have a cat, but I have a water bottle, and I've used that a handful of times, right? Only during training, when it's like, I don't want you on my counters, I don't want you doing this, and I associated the spray with an audio cue so that I do the spray a couple times with the audio cue, and then the audio cue from that point on serves as that kind of reminder because it's associated with the spray, so I don't have to actually spray my cat every single time. And I have a very well-behaved cat as far as cats go, and they're kind of like anarchists to begin with. But I've not used the shock stuff or whatever stuff. But I'm not opposed to using the shock stuff in certain circumstances, especially for training at the very beginning. But it's not one of those like continued use things. And the other thing, and I understand, Mike, the other thing is we have had plenty of times on this podcast where Mike's dog or dogs have contributed to our podcast. Yes.
And you've heard me correct them live in action.
Yes, but I don't remember you channeling the power of lightning to do so. And at the end of the day, we do this podcast for fun. Who cares if you hear a dog every once in a while? We're real people. We're not AI bots. We're not trying to give you we're not better than anybody else. You know, people have kids, people have pets, people have dogs, people have cats, people have screaming goats sometimes. You know, they have chickens, they have whatever they have.
Well,
and we're just here. We're trying to make the audio as clean for you, the listener. But every once in a while you hear a dog. Whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Have you seen the Hassan Piker video footage to which we are discussing? So that dog is a herding dog, similar to mine. Right? So my dog is a guardian breed by nature, and the dog he has as well is a guardian breed, and they're very stubborn. They don't listen. They don't
have to.
They don't have to. They're huge. They're huge. They don't have to listen. So you have to build a relationship with them where they love you, so they want to listen.
Yes.
They want to listen. That's why the shock on a dog like that is so dumb. You're not getting the dog to love you.
Yeah.
Because the dog is too big to be you have to be its best buddy. They have to want to love you and listen to you and do what you want. because the dog's too big to control.
Yep.
Dog's in control. Dog's huge.
Yep.
Dog's 100 fucking pounds.
Well, the problem with him is the dog is a set piece.
Yeah, it's not his. It's not his buddy.
For his,
yeah, it's not his buddy
podcast or his channel,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck he does. It's not really something he wants because he wants that level of companionship that dogs also want. This is a set piece for this person for his show.
Right. Like,
and that's just not the right way to do things. It's the people that put their kids all over social media. Did you have kids because you wanted kids, or did you have kids so you could get more likes on social media? To an extent.
Yes. Hassan Piker does not have his dog because he wants to have a dog.
Yeah.
He has a dog because it's an image. And I'm not judging him for that, but I know that he was on record as saying his mom spoiled the dog because she allowed the dog to walk anywhere in the house during the day instead of being in that room during the day. And that's fucking weird for a dog that is a herding dog.
Yeah.
My dog is huge. She has a collar that allows her to explore the entirety of this property.
Yep.
And I can tell you, she patrols. She feels the internal need to go outside and patrol.
Yep.
And if she hears wolves in the distance, she's out there to fight them.
Yep.
And if we have a fire, she's out there guarding.
Yep.
She wants to fight. And she,
Yep.
like, that's what she's bred to do. That's
Yeah.
what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, she will kill the mailman.
Yep.
Like, she wants to kill the mailman.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, honestly, at the end of the day,
right? We were talking about that earlier.
We love our mailman. We've had a few different ones. We had one for a while, and he must have retired or moved somewhere else. But all of our mailmen have been very delightful people.
No,
not that we sit and talk with them, but
our regular
mail
saying. Woman.
Yeah.
We do not have a mailman. We have a mail woman, and she likes our regular mail woman. But if you're a stranger in the yard, she wants to kill you. But anyway, this Hassan Piker character.
Yeah.
He treats his dog like an accessory, and that's why we're talking about the dog, because we're talking about everyday carry.
Yeah.
And now that I live at home, my dog goes with me everywhere. We went to this festival. What did my dog want to do?
Come with you.
She immediately went to the car.
Yep.
Because she knew she normally goes with me everywhere. I bring her everywhere. She sits in the back of the truck if I have to go into the store.
Yep.
Otherwise, I bring her into the store.
She scrubs your back in the shower. No big deal.
Exactly. Yeah. She goes
I
out
want to mention
everywhere.
one more thing about dogs, Mike.
Yes.
I wanted to get your opinion on this, although I think I know what it might be. But I spent some time living in apartments, and now I have a house.
Yeah.
And you've seen the house, and you've seen the yard.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to have a dog in my current living situation. Potentially, if it was a very small dog, it would be okay. Possibly. But again, it's not really ideal for dogs. And, you know, my neighbor has dogs, and he's got a big dog, and he's got 2 little dogs. But you see these people in apartments that have dogs. And I just sit there and think to myself, what a sad fucking life for that dog, because you're in an apartment, and yes, you can take them for walks, and that's what you're supposed to do, but they kind of need, instinctually, places to run. And I know there's dog parks in the city, right? There's dog parks, and there's places you can certainly bring them, but here in the winter, it's difficult potentially to bring a dog to a dog park or to give it the exercise or whatever it needs. Mike's giving me lots of faces, so he's got opinions on this, which is why I wanted to bring it up, because I don't own a dog. And we had dogs growing up, but we also had 5 acres, 20 acres, whatever. So it's different.
If you have land, taking care of a dog, a big dog, is easy. Because, like, my dog, she's got multiple areas to patrol, and she's a guardian breed.
And so she can feel useful.
Not an accident.
Yep.
Not an accident. She feels useful. She has the main interior yard.
She's fulfilled. Her exercise needs are met.
She has the larger property. And then we go out and play inside and outside independently of her activities.
Yes.
And all those things. If I lived in a city with her, which we visited Sarah's mother, she comes downstairs. She hates that house. She hates going into the basement.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of the basement.
Yeah.
But we went for a walk, and we walked for probably an hour straight. I walked with her.
Yeah.
And every circle, she did circles around Sarah's mom's house.
Yeah.
And every block I let her lead. We walk enough to where I will let her lead, and then I will guide her, and we have leash training. And
Sure, yeah.
when you have a large dog, you have to put a lot of effort into controlling that dog because it is a powerful animal that could damage other people or you.
Yeah.
So we work together a lot. So I allowed her to lead me so she could explore on her own.
Yes.
And get comfortable because I wanted we were going to go to a big party and I wanted her to be calm.
Yeah.
So we went in consecutive circles, bigger and bigger and bigger for about an hour. And I think if you lived in a city and you were committed to do that every single day, that dog could do circles all the way around everywhere.
Yep.
And because of the changing nature of the city, you could do an hour a day on a leash.
Sure.
And
it'd be fine.
The dog would be intellectually and physically stimulated enough to where it would not be a problem.
Yeah.
But you would have to commit to an hour a day.
Yeah.
You would have to do it at night sometimes.
Sure.
Like you would have to take that dog out at night.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially a big dog like my dog. She wants to be outside at night.
Yeah.
She needs to be outside at night. She wants to see around at night.
Yes.
And that's psychologically, like if you know, like I'm going to get a Cocker Spaniel, well, then you have to take care of a Cocker Spaniel. And Cocker Spaniels want to chase small things all the time.
Yep.
So if you're not willing to play catch a lot, you can have a Cocker Spaniel at your house.
Oh, yeah.
You have a big enough yard to play catch, but you have to play catch an hour.
Yep.
And maybe you'd have to go out over to the church into that little area and throw a bird, a game bird that you bought it from Cabela's because that's a hunting dog.
Yep.
They want to hunt.
Oh, yeah.
You can fake hunt. The guys will fake hunt with their hunting dogs and like pull a gun up and then throw it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing is like every breed is different and they're all at this point in history, they're all bred for specific reasons and specific purposes. And the breed you get is not just some cutesy thing you get for Instagram likes or set pieces on your podcast or whatever. Like you get the dog that matches your personality, right? Like you get the breed that matches your personality, matches what you're willing to do for it because they're bred for certain reasons. Just like humans aren't really designed to sit in a cubicle farm and do data processing, but we do it because we're intelligent enough to equate the reward, small though it may be, to the activity. And dogs and children, they're different, but they also have those needs and they don't understand sometimes the reasons behind the things. So when you pick a dog breed, like Mike says, you really have to do your due diligence to that breed to be a good dog owner. You have to do the things that might be outside of your comfort zone, potentially, outside of your lifestyle plan.
Yeah, my wife does not like going out into the swamp. But you know who does?
Shrek.
River.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
River
your dog
loves going out into the swamp.
Yes.
So occasionally, my wife has to go out into that motherfucking swamp because River wants to go out there.
Yes.
She wants to see what the big bucks are doing. Because River's out there tracking all the deer. She's out there looking at the bear.
Yep.
We got a bear den back there.
Sniffing
she knows
it.
where that fucker's at. I mean, that's her enemy. My dog views the bear as her enemy. And when the bear comes out, she goes out there and brings me to the bear.
Yep.
She wants me to kill the bear.
Yep.
I mean, she knows the bear and wants to go go kill the bear. She wants to go kill the bear.
Yep.
And she's not afraid of the bear at all.
And the bear's afraid of her.
The bear's afraid of her.
Yeah. Evolution, whatever.
Yeah. Like,
But,
my dog lets me know when the wolves are here. My dog lets me know when the coyotes are here. I know what animals are here because she knows what animals are here and she tells me.
Yeah.
Just
she smells better than you.
We started this episode smoking cigars and the dog was in here.
Yep.
She asked me to go inside. I let her inside.
Yep.
You didn't hear it because we didn't stop the show. I just did it because we didn't need
it was a silent exchange. It was
a silent
not
exchange.
Right.
My
a
dog
whimper
is
or
not
a thing.
a fucking accessory.
Well, and obviously Mike knows his dog well enough to know when she wants to do this or that without having the dog have to whimper or bark or nip or whatever.
I'm paying attention to the
You've
dog.
got the visual cues that you need, and she trusts you enough to know that you will pick up on those and give her what she needs.
Yeah. We have a relationship.
Yes.
She's
a part of your life and a part of your family, a set dressing.
No, we have a whole, part of the EDC gear for the dog, we have a whole setup for her.
Mm-hmm.
Hiking gear. If you guys want to get into dog hiking, I love hiking with River. She's great.
Yes. Going back to our EDC stuff.
Yeah, back to the EDC. All of that, listeners, was so I could shit on Hassan Piker. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Shocking his dog.
I saw
for not
that
being
shit.
on the stupid spot. Fuck
I
that
was
guy.
like, oh my God.
That's garbage. And people are defending him. That's the crazy part. This
people
whole
defend
aside.
people defend Elon Musk and Trump and Bezos and Gates.
What a
They
fucking
defend
joke.
all of these people
What a
that
fucking
are
joke.
actual terrible human beings, and there's no reason for it. You don't have to simp for these people. These people don't give a fuck about you. They literally don't.
They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about the things that they should give a fuck about.
They don't give a fuck about their own dog. Why would they give a fuck about you?
I care infinitely more about my personal dog than almost everybody alive on this earth.
Yep.
Almost everybody alive on this earth.
Yep.
99.99%.
Yeah.
And then Hassan Piker's shocking his dog for not laying on a mat. A
Yeah,
huge
and people
cattle
are
dog.
defending him.
Yeah, a huge cattle dog that
Like,
needs to
who
be
cares?
outside.
Like if you establish yourself as a dog person, you know what I'm not going to be upset about? Your dog wanting to participate in your podcast. It's not a deal. It's not a big deal.
Dude, my dog has a goddamn Carhartt vest to match mine because we go outside when it's -5.
Yeah.
With snowshoes. I actually hurt her little toesies when she was a little baby with snowshoes because she was going to snowshoe with us when she was a little baby. And you know what I mean? Like, she's out there with us. And she's got a vest.
Oh, yeah.
So she can stay warm when I'm chopping trees down and shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want her to get cold.
Yep. But
I
that's
mean,
the whole thing.
That's what a dog owner
It's the same
is,
thing,
right?
Well, and it's similar with children. You know, you go to a restaurant and it's normal dinner time and it's a family-friendly restaurant. So you're going to see people with kids. And the parents that are like, oh, I'm sorry, my kids are so rambunctious. And they're just sitting there coloring or they're, being a little louder with their vocalizations than, like an adult would be. Like, that is not a big deal at all. Like, even if they run around a little bit, as long as they're not bothering other tables, not really a huge deal. That's what kids do. That's what they're supposed to do. If you're bringing them at 9:30 at night to kind of like an adult area and they're doing things, that's probably okay to be a little upset about the thing because it's obviously not parenting at its finest, what have you. Everyone's circumstances is different. But with animals and with children, they're there and they're learning and they're doing their thing that they're supposed to be doing, by and large. I mean, yes, there are very naughty children, but I've not really experienced very naughty children out at places. And I've never really been upset about kids being kids because that's what kids are supposed to do. That's their whole job right now. You're a kid right now. My daughter tells me, I wish I could be grown up right now. And I'm like, that's a terrible thing to wish for. I wish I could be you right now. I wish I could be 5 years old right now. That would be fantastic. I would have zero responsibilities. I'd have zero societal pressure. I mean, she still has pressure because, she's in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So, there's the comparisons and there's the stuff. She's trying to figure out life and all of that. But I mean, kids are supposed to do that stuff. Dogs are supposed to be dogs. You're not going to be able to change people's nature or animals' nature because you want things a certain way. That's not really how life works.
Unless you're a spoiled, rotten Turkish brat born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Well, there is that. Continuing on with my EDC stuff, I've got a mouse, Bluetooth mouse. That I bring. I don't usually use it, but if I'm hooking my computer up to an HDMI, to a TV, I like this mouse because then I can control the media player watching movies and things and not having to go and get up out of the sofa or whatever and mess with the thing. I've got a USB that has a fixed stick. I've got a whole suite of software on here that I can plug into any computer. I can boot from this, or it's got a bunch of things on here that I can diagnose network problems. I can defragment. I can antivirus. I can do all sorts of things on this stick. It's got portable versions of an open source like Microsoft Word equivalent. I've got, I think, GIMP on here. So I can run GIMP off of this thing. Mike wants this really badly. I can make you one. And it's really great because I'm kind of, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm kind of like the tech guy in my wife's family and my family. And we came up for Thanksgiving. And the first thing that my mother and father-in-law did was hand me both of their phones and say, we need our security cameras back on our phones. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys. And my father-in-law was like, my camera's upside down. And I'm like, okay. And it was just a setting. It's a rotate image 180 degrees in the advanced settings, because depending on how you mount these things, they want you to be able to be user friendly, but they don't know about all these settings and they will never spend the time to go into all these settings and do all these things. So I always bring the fixed stick because it's all like Linux based and it can run right off of this USB. I can run all these portable programs. I've used it from time to time.
How many gigabytes is that hard drive?
Oh, this one I think is 64.
That's nothing. Yeah, 64.
Dude, you go spend $4 at Micro Center. I can make you one of these. You can make them bigger.
My old one was 4.
It actually
4 gigabytes.
has, you can actually do, it has persistent memory on it, so you can save documents and stuff to it.
My Mac there is only 128, and that's a fully functional laptop.
Oh, yeah. You don't usually boot from this. You plug it in, and it boots up a little like autoloader, and then you can run all these things from a little launcher.
Yeah, exactly. I used to have one.
You can do all sorts of things with it. You can do all this troubleshooting stuff. You can do all of this. I think it's got even Audacity, which is what I use to edit our podcast. It's got VLC, which I use to watch movies and things and stuff. So it's got all of the things you would need. You wouldn't need anything else. So you don't have to install anything on the host computer. But if you're trying to go in and troubleshoot issues and things like that, it's really great. And if you're on a computer that you don't want to download stuff on, or you maybe don't have the permissions to do so, or it's a roommate or a friend's computer, you can do whatever you want to do with it. And the last thing is the newest edition, which I actually have not tried out yet, but it is what I consider to be the equivalent of the box of cables that every man has. You've got cables, you've got chargers for phones from, the early 2000s, right? If you bring me a Motorola flip phone that was like the 99-cent phone on most phone plans, I've got the charger for it at home. You've got the Nokia, I've got the Nokia charger, the BlackBerry charger, all of these proprietary chargers, all of these cables that, printer cables, whatever. You've got this box of cables. But I was looking into, because Mike and I had some tech issues and we thought maybe it was a laptop thing. And it probably isn't. But I was like, man, you could probably just run what we use to record off of your phone. But Mike and I use an audio interface that's a USB connected to your phone, but it's the old school USB. So how do you get that into your phone when you only have a USB-C? And they do sell USB-C to USB 2.0 cables or 3.0 cables. But for that, you kind of need a lot of power. So I found online a powered USB-C USB hub, and I've been carrying it now, and it's got, you can power, so you can plug it right into your phone, and it will charge your phone, and you've got a USB 3 and 2 USB 2s, and it's got an HDMI out. So you could run a monitor, or you could run video from your phone to a TV, and I haven't used it yet, but it seems to be good quality and a braided cable, which I like because the other cables split and crack, and it's all terrible shit. So that's kind of my extended EDC carry because, again, I'm a tech person, a tech enthusiast. I'm not quite developer level, though I do know some programming languages and I've been working on some of that stuff and teaching myself. But my goal is kind of to be prepared for any instance. And so I've got like my knife, my first aid kit. If I go camping, I bring waterproof matches in a waterproof container, but also with the technological stuff, I want to be able to basically hook anything into anything and be able to fix or diagnose or troubleshoot things. So I could potentially hook this USB fix stick into my phone and run programs off of this stick on my phone to do things. So
that's impressive. That is like the Leatherman of electronics.
Yeah, digital tools. Yeah,
digital tools. That's incredible. That's an incredible tool set. That is, back to the physical tool set. That's as incredible as this Leatherman, which we went into big time last.
I like
EDC
Leatherman.
episode,
I have a Swiss Victorinox version of what you have, and it's the needleless pliers plus the 27 other appendages that you can flip out.
Right. And we went into it big time last EDC. We don't have to go back.
We don't have to go huge.
This particular hand tool, I can do anything from high voltage to low voltage. I can do everything with this. It's got all the different drive sizes. Sure. It's got the precision tip that you really need to get actual precision work. I've done real repairs in the field with this tool. Over the years. It's I trust it, so I keep it. I've been wanting to upgrade to the new Leatherman Arc, but this P4 that I have that I've modified, because I have modified it physically over the years to better fit my needs.
Yes.
You know, I've physically modified the tools with files to make them a little more
specific.
A little more specific.
Yeah.
So this tool is something that I trust, and I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
And I really care for it a great deal. And all of my EDC items I care for a great deal. They're with me every day.
Yeah, me as well. And I went through a trial phase. I don't know, it took me 6 months to a year to find a pocket knife that really felt good as an EDC, because I like the low profile clip. So the knife sits low in your pocket. There's nothing sticking out above. I really enjoyed having the little tweezers, which they're not the best tweezers in the world, but having those has been helpful, and I have used them quite a bit on my knife.
Absolutely.
And having something that's light, that's easy to open. I'm not saying I can open it with no input by myself because Minnesota state law, but it's easy to open one-handed, which is very important because of the 127 hours guy, right? And I don't know, it's a great knife. It's very light. Mine is a polymer frame, I guess, right?
Yeah, you have a polymer frame. It looks like you have a liner, stainless steel liner. Is it a full liner?
Yeah.
Is it because if you turn your knife and you can look in mine, you see how it's a full steel liner.
And I just opened mine with one thumb.
Oh yeah, you have a full steel liner,
full
clear
steel
through.
Liner. It's the frame lock, clear through.
Yeah, clear through, so you can blow it out.
You can blow it out.
Nice air.
And it's the frame lock. It's got the thumb stud.
Yep, and you have a skeletal blade, so it's
yep.
even lighter. Because you
even
get that
lighter,
lightness, yeah.
And then it's got the tweezers here in the end,
yeah.
So you can pull that out and you can tweeze things. But it's pretty much a one-handed operation, all about. It's got the thumb thing, and it's got the little flick. I don't know what you call it. You play with that, Mike. I'll play with yours.
Yeah. I handed Nate my knife. I can discuss my knife later.
He's got the inline lock. Mine's the frame lock. They're a little different styles.
Yep, I have an axis
but
lock.
His was very easy to open. I opened it one-handed as well, which is important for what Mike and I might need our knives for.
Nate, if you lubricated your knife, which you have not lubricated it in a long time, this could be a quick flick.
It is a quick flick if you get
if you snap it. Yeah, snap
but
it.
yes, I should lube it up.
Yeah,
a little lube goes a long way.
This is very light.
Yep, and that's a state fair buy. My buddy Nick went to the state fair, and he loves this brand of knife.
Okay,
and I told him, he sent me the link of the different styles, and I said I want this style, and so he got it for me. So
my knife is quite a bit heftier.
It is heftier, yes.
For years I carried a full knife. I carried a long knife on my belt sideways. I was a little trimmer than I am now, but I used to carry...
You're the trimmest I've ever seen you now.
Well, I'm not as trim as I used to be. I'm in a 36 right now, but I was wearing 34s back in the day.
Yeah.
But I used to carry a K-bar on my belt on the front.
Sure.
Right behind my buckle. A little K-bar, little KB2. I still have it.
Yeah.
I still have it. I could probably wear it now and be comfortable, but I carry, this was a custom limited edition Griptilian, and they made these for about 6 months, and I have two of them. I have a big one and a small one, and I carry the big one.
Yep.
This is a 4-inch knife, and this is S30V, which was the super steel of the time before the modern Magna Cut super steel revolution.
Yep.
Just like S30 was the modern super steel revolution before that. We all get obsessed with these goddamn super steels. And S30, I only sharpen this twice a year.
Yep.
I sharpen my pocket knife twice a year, and that's pretty good. I don't, as you can see, Nate, I've used it. It's been abused, and I polish it, but I haven't been able to clean all the dirt off.
Well,
but
I have it. That's why it's an EDC.
I have a solid steel frame, which is why the frame is so heavy, with G10 on the outside.
Yep.
And then it's powder coated, and then I got the S30 with an axis lock, and of course, if you hold it back, it has zero. I mean, you remove all the tension, and then you can still flip it.
Yep.
But when you release it, it's a fancy knife.
Yes.
This frightens people when I pull it out of my pocket.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that between my wristwatch, because I go to concerts, and I've carried this knife into multiple concerts. And this is a little aside, gentlemen. If you pull out a watch that's expensive enough, and you put it on top of a knife that's is expensive enough,
yes,
they'll let you take your lighter and a cigar inside of the fucking concert.
Uh-huh.
Because I carry, this actually impresses people because I carry this with me usually when I go to places.
Yeah.
I have a custom Zippo that is an art case. And if you look at it in the light, Nate may never have looked at it, but if you look at it in the light, it's 3-dimensional.
It is 3-dimensional, yes.
I got a custom art case on the outside, and then inside, I had a Zippo insert, but Nate turned me on to the blue insert, and that blue insert's lasted me a very long time.
Oh yeah,
and they burn forever, and that's why I run out, because I use it and then I don't refill it because it lasts so long.
Yes,
and then Nate saw me do it. It takes like minutes and minutes and minutes to reset and then refuel, but it'll be good forever.
Oh yeah,
but I carry that with me usually every single day, along with my Zebra, with the I carry a fancy pen every time I go anywhere.
Yep.
And usually a marker. I've been carrying in my front pocket on my vest, which I wear every single day anywhere I go, which I hand oiled myself because I just got down to a new vest size, gentlemen. I just lost some weight. 70 pounds
Quite
this year.
Quite a bit of weight.
I've lost 70
it's
pounds.
It's amazing. I haven't seen Mike in person for a long time.
Today is November.
And I said, what did you do with Mike?
Yeah. And
gone.
So I've been on a diet, and we can have an episode about my diet. But in my vest, my front pocket, I carry Fisherman's Friend, which is a winter lozenge.
Uh-huh.
I carry my original tin. This is Carmex tin,
yep.
Old Carmex tin,
yep.
When they were still steel topped.
Yep, I see that.
And then I have a permanent marker. I carry a permanent marker in my pocket everywhere, just in case I need to build tailor. In case I need to build tailored everywhere, and then I carry a loop Switch 2 earplug everywhere.
Sure.
Because I can put these in and you can get 15 to 26 decibel reduction.
Yep.
So if I go to the bowling alley or go to a live music venue, because we go to music all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Local music all the time.
I carry in my
it with me.
little, I mentioned my diabetes pouch that has my insulin pens. My meter, it's got my nasal spray for if I pass out due to low glucose. But I also carry downbeats in there, and that's a similar thing. They cut out 15 to 20 decibels per thing, and that's what I wear at concerts. And, hearing protection, because I always have my diabetes kit on me. So I always have my hearing protection. And that's like one thing as a kid and hunting for sure. I wish we always would have had hearing protection.
Yes.
And we didn't. And it wasn't a thing back in the 90s and 80s.
Running power equipment, I wish I would have had hearing protection, man.
I wasn't hunting in the 80s because I was born in 86. But when I started hunting in the 90s and the early 2000s, like we would just go pheasant hunting. We'd be blasting away. Deer hunting. There's no hearing protection. There's none of this fancy stuff that lets everything through except that above a certain decibel. And I wish we would have had that. I don't feel like I have severe hearing loss, but I know it's not as good as it could have been had I protected myself.
I know I have hearing loss. I have tinnitus. Right now I'm here in the ring. I have tinnitus every single second of my life. Every second of my life I have tinnitus.
Yeah.
Because I ran power equipment as a kid without hearing protection. And that is not my parents' fault. It's no one's fault. That was a thing that was done. I ran lawnmowers and chainsaws and fucking weed whips and brush cutters and heavy equipment. Tractors.
Yeah.
This is what my dad still does it. I dropped off a piece of equipment. We had a big storm. We just talked about it a couple episodes ago. We had a storm, power outage. I dropped I literally started machinery, ran it on a trailer over to my dad's, backed it off, and he ran it with no hearing protection. I went over to the hospital, and then I came back with the trailer still attached to the truck, reloaded it, and then back and shut it off on the trailer because it was warm.
Yep.
And then, backed it off and did everything. But when I came home, I had my hearing protection in.
Yep.
Right? My dad ran that piece of machinery for the entire time that I left with no hearing protection at 75 or whatever,
I remember going to concerts and coming back and having like the worst headache just from the concert, just from the noise.
Yeah.
And I put these downbeats in and I take them out and go home, and I don't have that kind of like concert headache hangover hangover thing. And that's not even taking into account drinking anything at all. This is just the volume at which these concerts take place, which is ridiculous.
Dude, I go to the alley, the local alley.
Yeah.
If I sub for like my Aunt Margie the other week, I subbed.
Yeah.
And I did not wear my hearing protection.
Yep.
And that was a huge mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Huge mistake. Anywhere in public where it's loud, at bars.
Oh my God.
If I go to a bar with my wife,
Yep.
we wear them. She has them too. She's the one that turned me on to this particular brand, and it works.
Yeah, and I used to DJ quite frequently around certain areas in Minnesota. And the lady that I worked for recommended these downbeats to me. And I started wearing them when DJing because everybody wants what? Loud when you're DJing. People won't dance to quiet. They dance to loud. And I pity the foo that doesn't have hearing protection. But at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my ears and they're responsible for their ears. And even when I go to weddings or other things, and I bring my downbeats and I put them in because I don't need to have blasted out eardrums. I don't need to have that headache hangover thing.
Nope.
Right? It's totally a thing. And
Nope.
even small amounts of noise over a prolonged period are dangerous. So
Absolutely.
it's,
I wear hearing protection in the
it's
shop.
one of those things.
I got earmuffs in the shop ready next to the equipment.
Yeah, we have
I
the
can put it on
full
top.
over-the-ear muffs for lawn mowing, and I wear those for snow blowing.
Yep.
And any kind of like
I wear my
when I
isotunes.
do the
isotunes.
yeah, when I do the circular saw, I put the full-on earmuffs that you would use at like a shooting range.
Yep.
Right, and they're bulky and they're annoying, but
They're good.
I wear
They
them.
work, yeah.
They work and they're
Yeah.
cheap.
And I had
You can
those
get 'em-
downbeats that Nate's talking about. They're
Yeah,
real
yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
They didn't work for me. They got lost in my ear canal at a festival.
Yep.
I had a fucking
understand
freak
that.
out on
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Well, the
100%
sizes
true
are-
legit.
Yeah.
I pushed it into my ear too far.
Yep.
And I was a little bit too,
I know.
into the festival.
Uh-huh.
And we had to have a change.
Yes. Yes.
We had a moment of clarity.
Yep.
And there wasn't a worm getting stuck in my brain
Yeah.
after that.
Yep. Well, you should show me what those are because I'm curious. I'm always
Here you
looking
go.
for
Here's the
better
pack.
hearing
It's pretty fucking
protection.
cool. It's
This
actually
is,
legit.
sweeter than mine because mine
Oh.
come in a little like aluminum tube.
That's like $45, but there's 3 settings, and you twist it in.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's 3
I
clicky
see,
parts.
Yeah.
They come in different colors.
Sure.
Unfortunately, they're black or gold or that color.
Yeah.
But there's 3 settings.
Okay.
And it's 15 decibels, 20, and like 26.
Oh, okay.
And then you
That's
like
cool.
turn it in and twist it.
Sure.
And they do disappear into it, kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you had a piercing.
Okay.
But like when I'm at the alley, people ask me because they're used to seeing me all the time, so they can, they can fucking tell. They know the big fat guy with a ponytail, right? But,
Yeah. Well, I'm not fat anymore.
Well, I'm still a fat guy.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm still a big fat guy.
You're looking real good.
I'm looking better than I was. I'm doing better than I was.
Real
for sure.
good.
Yeah.
You're looking like you're doing.
can get
you're doing like
into
the
that.
Kevin Smith.
No. When I get down to my target weight, we're going to do an episode because
Okay.
I'm an evangelist. Me, and my buddy Chris, friend of the show, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on a journey together, man. We actually just
Okay.
came off a 7-day fast together. It's been we're doing the thing, man. We're getting it done. Him and I have been workout buddies for like 10 years.
Okay, sure.
So we've been on this journey together for a while.
Yeah.
And I want him up back on the show because he's been doing some soul searching himself.
Okay.
And that's his right to tell, not mine.
Well, sure.
We're back to
yeah.
EDC now.
No,
and
yeah.
I carry a hat. I always wear a fancy hat.
Sure.
So I told you about the welding hat.
Yep.
And then I wear my I have my grandmother's scarf. This is not my grandmother's scarf. This is actually my mother's scarf.
Okay,
But
sure.
I collect silk scarves. I wear them on my necks when it's
Yeah,
cold.
yeah.
But I've been doing Stormy Cromer, these rancher caps.
Sure.
So this is like thicker than the regular Stormy.
Oh, yeah.
It's got
that's
yeah,
real
it's
thick.
real thick.
Yeah.
And this blocks all the wind. And
Okay,
I got
sure.
3 of them. I got a gray one, which I never have wore even once. And then I got, of course, this plaid one. And then I got my one that I wear hunting, which is not orange anymore. It's more like a...
Yellow.
That's my first one. The first one I started
Sure.
wearing, and I wore it a lot because it was like my only one.
Yeah.
And it's more like a yellow, white than orange. You know, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
that good hunting shit where it's like that real good like stuff that lasts a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what these Stormy Cromer, they're not necessarily cool, gentlemen, but if you get yourself like a good rancher cap that fits your head, you can wear them thousands and thousands and thousands of
yeah.
outdoor hours. I mean, they are high quality. I can bring in my orange one, but you've seen it.
I've seen it, yeah.
Most everybody who's listening who knows who I am has seen my hunting hat.
Yeah.
It's been used, and they're a really good hat. This Stormy Cromer hat, any Stormy Cromer hat, but these rancher caps in northern Minnesota and North Dakota where it gets to be -20, you can wear them in -20 and you're warm.
Yeah.
I wore it today and it was -5, and I was perfectly happy.
Oh, yeah.
You can wear them to -30. I mean, with like proper extra headwear, this is one of the best hats.
Yeah.
I think it's possibly the best winter hat that you can get until you start getting into like dead animals on your face.
Yeah.
If you start putting rabbit hats on, now you're getting a level warmer.
Yes.
And I have real rabbit hat because I live in the northern woods of nowhere land, and I used to work outside every day, and I would wear a rabbit on my head to keep warm. But as far as like normal, if you're not living in tundra weather, a Stormy Cromer hat is going to be goddamn you.
And now I thought they were smelly on the outside. The old tauntaun.
So, watches. Are we going to talk about watches, Nate?
We can talk about watches. Mike loves watches.
I love watches.
I don't have the discretionary income to get fancy watches. I have a watch I almost brought up to Mike to help me fix because the second hand is bent a little bit and it catches on the other hands, which makes the time not at all accurate.
On your watch that you're wearing right now?
Not the one I'm wearing right now. It's a different watch. But then I figured we had all these grandiose plans and we're achieving enough. We're achieving enough. You know what? Men are only valuable if they're doing, and I don't want that vibe. And we are achieving enough, Mike. But eventually, at some point, I will show you this watch and show you what the fuck is going on. And I just haven't been able to figure out how to remove the little stem thing to get into the inner face of the watch to just bend it down a bit.
So I dropped a watch.
Sure.
I did not drop a watch. Let's be clear. A cat that no longer lives here pushed a watch box from a shelf.
Of course it did.
And the watches dropped on the floor.
Yeah.
And one of the watches had one of the minute hand popped off the dowel.
Oh, okay.
And now it's floating.
Sure.
So everything's working normally. And I can't, it's under warranty, but not for that. So I need to service it or I need to pay for it to be serviced. And I have enough watches to where now I kind of just want to take it apart and see if I can fix it.
Yes. Well, and that's similar with mine. Mine is, I can't remember the brand, but I bought it off of Amazon and I bought it for a specific.
Mine's a Citizen. Mine's an expensive watch, but it's not
mine was,
so expensive.
$30 maybe.
Oh, mine's more like $250, $300. But to me, so that's what watches, that's the thing about watches. Watches value in the watch world is very much about perception.
Yes.
To me, a watch that's $4,000 might be valuable. Where to Nate, I can see by the look on his face, a watch that's $30 is all a watch is worth to him. But to me, a $4,000 watch has value.
On the watch, Mike.
It depends on the watch.
And I have a Fossil watch that I wear for professional settings. It's not an everyday wear.
Yes.
I have a $20 or $30 from Target Timex that I wear for my everyday watch, which I don't usually wear because I work from home. And I've got plenty of other timekeeping devices in my periphery. Yes. But I made a point to wear this watch coming up to visit Mike because he appreciates watches, and this is the strap he gave me.
Yes, I did notice the strap, by the way. I did. Yeah, and then the white watch, I remember when you got that watch. Because, right, that's your white Timex, right?
It is.
It is. Because that's a beautiful watch. That
it's
is
a great
almost
watch.
A perfect watch, really.
It really
when you think
is.
About it. It's a perfect watch.
You know, this will go with any strap you want. I bought
it's a beautiful watch.
Neon Dayglow kind of yellowish greenish strap to go for it because my wife bought a really yellowish belt for a date night we had. But it matched her belt, and this watch is very affordable. And, it's my requirements of watch, like the Fossil is the most expensive watch I have. I bought this other watch from Amazon, and it was maybe, it could have been $40, Mike. It could have been a little more expensive.
Well, so
But
you
it
have
was-
a white Timex Weekender, no date complication, simple dial,
it's very simple.
12 hour. It has the numbers, white on black, red time. Does it have Indiglow?
It does.
It does have Indiglow.
Yep.
Also thin. I'm going to
It
say
is very
probably
thin.
a centimeter, 10 millimeters thin.
Yep.
And I would say 40 across, 40 20.
I believe so. 40,
40,
yeah,
20?
40, 20.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful watch. It's $30 at Target when I got it. I don't know.
For 60, it's a
5,
steal.
10 years
and
ago.
for 30, it's a murder.
Oh yeah.
Because this, if you put it on a strap, which Nate has it on a gray and black Bond strap, he has a single pass. He cut the bottom off, so it's a Zulu style. It is beautiful. This fits my wrist perfectly. It is
Yep.
on my wrist right now.
Yep. And Mike's is on mine, and this is a much more expensive watch.
Well, we're going to talk about
It's
my watch.
phenomenal,
Nate's
but-
going to introduce my watch. I'm introducing his.
Uh-huh.
This Timex watch is functionally everything you need.
That's all I need.
If you had a little harder case and a little deeper rating, it could be a watch that you could literally do anything physically with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it's a little more dainty, let's call it, you can't really
Yeah.
go scuba diving with it.
You can go scuba diving, but
you could because
go
it's cheap and you could buy another
swim.
one. You could go swimming.
Yes.
You could go scuba diving and buy another one because you can buy it at a gas station, which is a good thing.
That's
not a bad thing.
It's not a negative.
That's like
to be said.
if your electrical panel in your house is Eaton, you can buy Eaton BR breaker at a gas station.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
In the same way that buying an Eaton breaker at a gas station is good, this Timex, because it's beautiful. I mean,
Yep.
it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
You could wear this to a wedding,
Yep.
to a funeral, or to a rave.
Yep.
And it's equally appealing.
And the great thing is you can
Yep.
change the strap. I've got a neon green strap that I will likely never wear again.
Yeah.
But it matched for the one occasion I needed it for, and it was less than $20 to get the new strap.
You could put this on a leather strap of any kind. You could put it on a rally strap. You could put it
100%.
on a gator. You could put this on a brown or black lizard strap.
Yep.
And put a suit on.
Oh, yeah.
You could wear this as a one watch for $30 from Walmart. And
Yep.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's
It
a good
pops.
looking little
It pops.
watch. Yeah.
Like under my wrist.
It's easy to see the time.
I respect this watch. It is
Yep.
a great watch.
It's a serviceable
actually.
watch. It's
more than serviceable.
Well, yes, and I used to
More than
subscribe to a men's style email, and they touted this watch as being a great entry level watch for somebody that would be serviceable for a lot of different occasions.
And it's got a Timex movement, which means plastic.
Yep.
Which means non-magnetic. And you
Yep.
can knock it. You could bang this. Not that I'm going to bang it on the wall.
Well, sure.
But you
yeah.
could bang it a couple times.
Yep.
And it's not going to either scratch it
Yep.
or affect its timekeeping ability.
Yes, you will be fine.
It's a great watch.
Yeah,
Especially
I've enjoyed it.
if you're going to be getting this for a child.
Uh-huh.
You could give this to a kid.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
could wear it feasibly until they're dead.
Yep.
My Aunt Lori has a watch
Yep.
that my grandmother gave her. My Aunt Lori
Okay.
is retired.
Sure.
Her
Sure.
husband's retired.
Yeah.
And it's a Mickey Mouse watch. She has
Yes.
a Timex Mickey Mouse watch that she still wears. When
My
she was a
grandpa
little
had one of
girl.
those. It was his pride and joy. And he was World War II generation. And he could have bought literally any watch he wanted. I mean, he had the pension, he
Oh,
had
yeah.
the income.
Yeah.
His Mickey Mouse watch was his pride and joy.
Yeah.
That was the one he wore every day. It was his pride and joy.
Simple.
Yeah.
And
it was
still
simple.
works. I
It's
bet,
fun.
I bet if you put a battery in that fucker
Yeah.
or wound it up or whatever it happened to be,
Sure. I don't even know where it is.
it's still
my
Timex takes a licking and keeps on a ticking.
Yep.
My grandfather had an Elgin trainkeeper watch that he got
Sure.
because he was on the railroad.
Yeah.
And it doesn't run anymore, but I have it.
Okay.
And
that's cool.
I found an Elgin guy in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's going to cost me sub $500 to fix it.
Yeah.
That's why it's off. It's like,
Mhm.
do I need my grandfather's watch to work?
You don't need it to. It would
The only
be
people who
very
care-
cool if
The
it
only
did,
people who
but-
care are almost dead.
Yeah.
Can I afford to pay for it for them to see it? Do they actually care? No. It was hidden
at this
in the
point.
back of a sock drawer. My Uncle
Yeah.
Mike, who died a couple years ago, God bless him. He was a good
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
But my Aunt Debbie found my grandfather's old watch in the back of my uncle's sock drawer. So
Yeah.
it wasn't important enough to my Uncle Mike.
No.
And my Uncle Mike was drinking buddies with my grandpa.
Yeah.
And they were both railroaders. So
Well,
my Uncle Mike, who's
yeah.
a railroader, who had a ton of money, he retired young too.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't important enough to him to make it run.
Yeah.
It was important enough to him to keep it nice. And it's perfect.
Yeah.
Mint.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
shiny.
Well, and it might be
It's
worth
shiny.
it might be worth it to you
It's worth it to me someday.
to fix it and make
I
it
tried to
work.
make it actually runs. I turned
Okay.
it and it runs.
Sure.
But there's a disconnect somewhere. And I
Yep.
stopped and I'm like, there's a broken part somewhere. It's easy to fix. I don't want to break it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
There's something quick and easy, but it's
Yeah.
waiting. It's waiting
Yeah.
in the drawer.
Well,
it's waiting in the drawer.
out of your purview.
It's
right
not
now,
in my.
right? Like,
I have
it's,
other. I have to.
It's not in your zeitgeist.
I have to saw about fucking 20 acres of woods.
Yeah.
Hey Chris, we gotta chop 20 acres of woods down.
Yep. Yep.
Hey Keith, we gotta chop 20 acres of woods down. You want some wood?
Everybody loves wood.
Yeah, you want some wood? We gotta chop some wood. All right, Nate. So tell them about
Sure
my
do.
watch.
Yeah, his watch is beautiful. I don't know. I mean, I almost cried looking at it. I love it's fucking A, dude. It's like the face is like a deep, it's not quite navy blue, but it's like a very beautiful blue. It's a deep dark blue. It is though. It's a blue. It's not
It's blue.
It's not navy
It's blue.
though.
No, it's not navy though.
But it's a beautiful deep blue.
Turn it.
And I'm a dude.
Turn it.
Man.
Do this.
And it
No,
looks
Turn it.
I understand, but it looks like it's lighter sometimes, it's deeper sometimes. So it's not as deep as I initially led everyone to believe. But
Under different lights.
it's
changes
different and it's
colors.
beautiful. It's a citizen watch.
It is a citizen watch.
And the strap,
It's the strap as a Dasari leather Italian handmade strap that I got through a lottery. Like I won it. I did not buy that.
sure. You know
strap.
what? You know
I
what I'm
won
going
the
to do,
strap.
Mike? Is I'm just going to take a picture of it, and it's going to
Okay.
be on the Instagram. And I want
Yeah,
I
the strap.
want
I
people
won the
to see
strap.
this.
I won the strap.
but it's beautiful, and it's
It is a
Very
Citizen
light.
Chronomaster.
yes, the Chronomaster.
100% titanium, no steel. All of it is polished and brushed titanium
It's
mix.
so fucking shiny.
So as you
and
rotate your
beautiful.
wrist and you see that shine,
You do.
those are
You
the
really
different
do.
high polish. So
Yeah.
they have a special polish system for the titanium.
Okay,
Because
sure.
polishing titanium apparently is very difficult.
Okay.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
That's what the Japanese people are telling us, that
Yes.
polishing titanium is difficult.
Okay.
And all of that shininess that you're seeing as you rotate, that bright polish,
Yeah.
is all titanium that's been high polished,
Okay.
both internal and external on the
Sure.
watch.
It's beautiful.
That also has a quartz movement
Yep.
that has battery. It's like a solar movement,
Sure.
but it is guaranteed to be within 5 seconds a year,
Okay.
and the movement automatically adjusts for temperature and also altitude and orientation to maintain a 5-second variance in
Wow.
one calendar year,
That
which is a
is-
180 day, because you have to change the date
Yep.
once a year to
Yep.
maintain, and you're guaranteed to be within 5 seconds of accuracy, which that just got changed due to daylight savings. So
Uh-huh.
theoretically, if you checked your time, it should be within 1 second of accuracy, because I checked it and made sure it
Mhm.
was within 1 second when I changed it.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
It's crazy because
Crazy
it's
accurate.
not
Crazy accurate.
it's
Most
not
accurate,
really
most accurate watch that has ever been made.
Yep.
That is the highest quality watch as far as time
Yep.
that can be made. Also 100
Yes.
meters of water resistance,
Uh-huh.
magnet resistant, blah,
Yep.
blah, 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 all
Yep.
the things. Sapphire.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know you
No.
were trying to say something.
No, no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
I'm sitting here and I remember I bought, I think in my college years, I bought an atomic watch where it synced with the atomic clocks.
Yes, I have
And,
one. I have one of
uh,
those as well. Yeah.
It's not really an attractive watch. I don't even have it anymore, I don't think.
Sure.
But what I had, and it did this, but it was kind of like bulky and kind of nasty looking and not really that attractive. It was more of like, if you're one of those types of people and you really want that level of accuracy, then you're okay with that. It's like the Casio like keyboard watch almost, right?
I have one of those as well.
Sure, yeah.
I have one of those as well. I have both of those watches.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But to have something that is really, it's a little thicker than my Timex, slightly
thicker.
It feels as light as my Timex with the fabric strap, and this has a leather strap,
and the strap is most of the weight.
And to have something that is within 5 seconds accurate over a year time is phenomenal. And to have it like somehow in here, it adjusts to temperature and orientation. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's beautiful. Dude, it's perfect.
And I'm a tech enthusiast.
Dude,
right?
Look at that thing.
I know.
It's beautiful.
I understand. It's a very beautiful watch. And the Instagram picture doesn't do it justice.
Dude.
But I swear to God, this
perfection.
is a very great watch.
Oh, it's perfection.
And
unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable watch.
Look at that thing.
Yeah. It
polished titanium. It is beautiful. Titanium.
It shines. It glows. It lights up the room.
It is a jewel.
It lights up the room.
It is a
pretty
jewel
much.
on your hand.
I mean,
it's insane.
It's the closest a man can probably get to wearing a like full length ball gown.
Yeah,
and having people gasp when you walk into the room.
Yeah,
right. Like this is the closest a man can get.
I will tell you, listener, I'm going to give Nate a ton of respect right now. I wore that watch to a wedding not that long ago. Yeah. Custom fit suit. I was wearing a custom suit.
Yeah,
I was dressed well.
Sure, you looked great.
We were looking good.
Yeah.
Right, Sarah and I, we danced on the floor.
Yeah,
and I brought some cigars. Being the guy.
Yeah.
I was being the guy.
He got stuff.
And I called out Sarah's cousin on his watch.
Yeah,
because he was wearing a Navy timer.
Sure.
And he said I heard his whole story. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. His dad collected watches.
Yep.
His dad is getting older, and he gave him a ton of watches.
Sure.
So he was wearing his dad's Navy timer.
Yep.
To a wedding, which, given the wedding at a golf course,
sure,
appropriate.
Yeah.
Right. Guys were wearing jeans. We were wearing suits.
Yeah.
He was wearing a Navy timer. I'm wearing a Chronomaster.
Yeah.
So I give him a chance to look at my watch. He doesn't really look at it.
Sure.
I flash it. Flash is all you need.
Oh yeah.
I did not do anything. Nate, before we started, Nate said, "Get a nice watch on."
Oh yeah.
Nate immediately saw my watch under my long sleeve, extra long shirt. I am wearing a flannel on purpose long to protect the watch.
Yes.
We're wearing expensive watch this time. I wear an expensive watch every day of my life.
Yep.
I cover the watch. I am not wearing the watch to show off. I'm wearing the watch because I want to wear an expensive watch.
Yes.
Nate sees expensive watch.
Yep.
So I, pre-planning this episode, was we're down. We're down.
We're down to
We're
clown.
down. We're down to clown. So I prep him a little bit. I don't know how much research he did because I prepped him about 4 or 5 hours ago. Just a little taste.
Oh, yeah. How much research can I do? We're going to the Hallmark movie.
Yeah, we've been busy
thing.
the whole time.
We've been doing stuff.
I wasn't sure how geeked out he was going to be. We're going to see how geeked out he is after the episode because that's I bought such an expensive watch, listeners, that I'm selling all my other watches.
Yes.
Because I do not want my 62 Mass.
Yeah.
I have a 62 Mass limited edition Green Sea. I'm selling it. Not because I financially need to. That is not even part of the equation. It's sitting in my watch drawer downstairs, waiting for me to put it online to sell.
Yep.
Because I don't need it. I don't need the money either. So I'm just being lazy and not putting it on eBay.
Yeah, well,
but in my brain,
thing.
it's
like
sold. In my brain, it's already gone.
Yeah, in your hobbies, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's in my hobby drawer.
My hobbies are film, photography, and board games.
Right. I got a Soup 880, which you might want.
Sure.
The Soup is a tank.
Yeah.
Cartier tank.
Sure.
But better. 100 meters.
Yep.
Looks way better.
Yep.
I have all the straps.
Okay.
Good deal. I'll give you a good deal.
Yeah.
Anybody who's listening, if you need watches, I got watches. I got guns. I got everything. I'm selling shit.
Mike's in
I have come to a realization in my life.
He's read, what is it? The joy of...
Yeah, the joy of giving up everything or whatever.
Tidying up or...
Yeah. Well, Chris and I have been talking about it, but
yeah.
I'm just getting rid of stuff. I don't want it. You want boots? I'm 11. 11 double E.
No, if that's you,
If that's you,
contact us.
I'll give you a good deal.
I'll get you. If you have
Real
a
good
vest
deal.
you need oiled by
38,
hand by
30
Mike,
Carhartt.
I'll give you a good deal.
I'll give
on
you a
Mike's
good deal.
hand-oiled vests.
Yeah,
service.
hand oiled stuff. I'll give you a good deal.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of everything.
I mean, there's only so much stuff you can have in a day.
What I've discovered, and I was talking to Chris this,
Sure.
if I go to the alley and I teach kids how to bowl wearing $1,000 boots and a $4,000 wristwatch, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that life.
Yeah.
I can do that.
It's a good thing.
I'm down with that life.
Yeah.
I'm down with that life.
I'd be down with that life, just like teaching kids to do something that I enjoy doing.
Right.
I'm not, that's not throwing shade.
No.
But,
it's exactly the thing. Like my EDC, that's what I want to do. I want to go teach kids how to bowl.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing is everybody has their own thing they want to splurge on. Yeah. Right? Everybody has their own thing they want to splurge on. And you can get to a point in life which I'm at kind of with my board games, because I got a fuck ton of them. And I've been trying, because each board game has a different mechanic, right? And so I want to find the ones that I enjoy the most with each kind of mechanic and get rid of the other ones that don't do it as well. And it takes time and it takes effort to kind of like purge that collection, because when you get involved in a hobby, it's easy to say, I want to collect. And then it comes a time when you want to use or wear or play or whatever. And then you're like, I've got a bunch of shit. I need to only keep that which is what I consider the best or what I enjoy the most. And with my EDC stuff, my everyday stuff, I purposely have a very fucking tiny wallet.
Yeah.
And I have a knife and a flashlight, and my phone. And those are basically the four things I carry everywhere I go. Anytime I leave the house, that's what I have. And if I go for a longer period of time, I have the other things that I talked about this episode. But by and large, like, the minimalist life is very, very tempting, but it's very hard to put into practice sometimes.
Well, Nate, you've been in my house.
Yeah.
We got too much stuff.
Everybody's got
too much stuff. But in this room,
stuff.
I own nothing.
Yeah.
I have come to believe, and I truly believe this, that your stuff owns you.
Yeah.
If you have a bunch of stuff, it owns you.
Yeah.
You gotta start picking things that you want.
Yep.
And everything else needs to be extra. So for me, my wife, my dog, probably that pocket knife and that watch.
Yep.
Maybe a pair of boots, but it's not my Russell moccasins.
Mm-hmm.
They're my Danners.
Yeah.
My Danner work boots, those are my boots. Those are the ones I want.
Yeah.
Like if I have to leave the house and never come back,
Yep.
I'm taking my Danner work boots. I'm not taking the $1,000 moccasins.
Yeah.
I'm taking the fucking work boots.
Yeah.
Because I love them.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, I'm starting to resole boots. So like Keith and Chris and guys, if you have an old pair of work boots you want to get resold and don't want to spend any money on, buy the material. I'll do it for free. Doing it in my basement right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I got tools. I'm starting to learn how to do it.
Yep.
So I want to start reselling boots.
Yep.
I'll do labor for free.
Same thing with computers and shit. You got something that's a little older, you need to upgrade a bit, the RAM or the Wi-Fi card or whatever. That's what I do with my Linux machines. You upgrade the Wi-Fi cards, you upgrade this, you clean out the hard drives, you put a new hard drive in. My wife had a laptop that had a standard hard drive, and I cloned it and put that on an SSD. It took the boot time from 8 minutes to 10 seconds. And now it's a functional machine, and it's an older machine. It runs Windows. It's not running Linux. It's running Windows. You could make it faster with Linux. But again, like all of this tech, depending on what you do with it and what my wife does with tech, which is basically jack shit, you can make this stuff work for you for a fucking long time.
Indefinitely.
Long time.
I have a Mac computer over there I spent $1,500 on in 13 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Thing still runs. And if I put Linux on it, which I'm going to do, it'll run another 10 years probably, because I've taken care of it. It's never been abused.
Or more.
It's traveled everywhere.
Yep.
Ran in different countries, but it's never been abused.
Yeah.
It'll run forever. The hardware has never been hurt. I mean,
it'll go till
it
it just craps out.
Yeah.
Through no fault of anybody.
Yeah. Back it up. I mean, it's a solid state hard drive, but it works.
Yep.
It's good technology.
The SSDs just a PSA, are rated for about 5 to 10 years.
Past that, but it doesn't run because it just sits.
If it has power, the SSDs will run longer, but the SSDs and any flash memory has a limited amount of read writes. So, and I did this recently in my desktop computer because I have an SSD for my operating system, so it boots fast. And I just upgraded the size, but I just cloned it and did a new drive. So now I have another 10 years, let's say, on this drive.
Yeah.
And you can do that. And that's something that's easily done. It costs you, I don't even know if my hard drive that was twice as big as the original hard drive cost more than $20. Like, everything is so cheap, especially if you know how to do things yourself. And I'm not just talking technology. I'm talking anything.
Everything is labor.
Anything you want to repair, it's the labor and the know-how. And the know-how, by and large, is on YouTube. You can just watch it for fucking free. You find somebody who has a passion for it, like Mike or myself, in our different, specific hobby areas that we're interested in. And you know what? I will do most anything for like a 6-pack of beer. I literally don't care. You give me some beer, I'm happy to help you out with whatever the fuck it is you need help with.
I can advise you. I cannot help you, but I can advise you.
Yes.
I can advise you a lot of advising.
Yeah, Mike has a lot of knowledge.
I have a lot of knowledge.
I have like 3 inches left of this cigar, and it went out, and I fucking will not relight this thing. This was terrible.
I tossed mine out a while ago.
This was not a good cigar.
We had a good conversation.
We had a great conversation.
We were rolling.
We kept going. I fucking ate. I don't know what I'm going to rate this thing. It was not good throughout the whole thing. I'm going to
give it a 1.
That's what I was thinking. It's a 1. It's not.
We knew going in it was garbage. It did not underperform. It tasted like Satan's asshole.
It did.
It was awful. I can tell you that this Timex watch, God damn you, this Timex White Weekender. That's a good looking watch. You could do with just this watch.
That's why I got it, because I didn't
you could
have
really
like
do
an
with just
everyday
this watch.
I didn't want to wear my Fossil every day, and I got that.
So we've been wearing each other's watches for this episode.
Yeah, it's been
just
real
to get
hot.
a little
real
feel,
hot.
just a little feel.
Yeah. But
just a little feel.
You can do a lot with a little. You can do a lot more with a lot more, as one says. But it's good stuff. If you have EDC stuff that you like, we're always interested in learning more or different EDC stuff. So you can comment on our Instagram, comment on our Facebook, whatever you want to do. If you can find our email, which I'm not going to tell you, well, you can email us as well.
Yeah, I'd like to hear some of your more extravagant nonsense.
Extravagant or super simple.
My ridiculous watch. My wife does not know how much my watch costs, and hopefully she won't listen to this episode. But I did tell her it cost a lot, and she wasn't happy about it. And I just let her know how much it cost in terms of how happy she was going to be about it.
Well, and I think a good relationship is you never really ask what your spouse's hobbies cost, right?
My hobbies are expensive, but I don't have a lot of hobbies, so it works. It works.
Yeah,
fine. I don't gamble
you've got
of any kind.
You got your amount of hobbies that you have.
I have a limited number of things I do that cost money, and most of the things I do save money. So,
well, the point is, if you enjoy your hobbies or your spouse enjoys their hobbies, and it's not causing strife with paying the bills, then it's really not an issue. Like, if Mike wants to spend X amount of dollars on a watch or a bowling ball, or Nate wants to spend X amount of dollars on a board game or a new microphone for the fucking podcast or whatever it is, it's not really a huge deal as long as all the bills are being paid.
Listen, dude,
and everybody's happy.
If bills are paid and I have a $2,000 shotgun, it doesn't fucking matter.
It really doesn't matter.
I can bring 5.
Yeah.
As long as the bills are paid, it doesn't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter. And that's the way it should be. So anyway, yeah, let us know what your EDCs are, if you have anything that's different than ours, or if you want to know more about what we actually carry. I've got a picture of mine. We got a picture of Mike's watch, and everything else should be pretty self-explanatory. We've been pretty explicit in what we do carry and do enjoy. And otherwise, thanks for listening. Very excited for the season finale, which is very controversial. Very controversial. Make sure to listen next week.
Don't shock your dog, Hassan.